Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Edmonton Opera's Kitchen Concert Series. My name is Matthew Glenn.
And I'm Lydia-Ann Levesque. I've been part of the Edmonton Opera Chorus since the 2012-2013 season, and the first opera that I have ever been in was Aida.
Interestingly enough, that was the first opera I had ever seen live, ever. It blew me away and just totally sucked me in. I've been passionate about the art form ever since.
The thing that I like most about being in the chorus is whenever we get to help the story along, when we get to be different characters and just, I guess, play on stage. But my favorite moment was in Carmen. And for that opera, we got to have an all-girls fight scene, which was awesome. We rarely get to do stuff like that, and it was a blast just to play and fight each other on stage.
I think it was everyone's favorite scene from that show, actually. A lot of the men's chorus would often stand off to the side and watch because it was so well choreographed and the music is so intense. It's rock and roll. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think my favorite moment on stage was actually my first opera ever. I started the year after Lydia-Ann did, so my first show was Die Fledermaus. And I went to my first fitting ever. There was no opera in the fall that year. We did the Verdi concert. So I went to my first fitting in about August, and I had fairly long hair at the time, and they told me, don't do anything to your hair. So I misinterpreted that. They meant maintain your hair. I proceeded to not cut it for like 6 months. And so when I showed up for like wig fittings, they decided to leave my insanely long hair as is, and they put me in curlers and hairspray and backcombing and the whole thing. And I got to spend about 2 weeks looking like Bon Jovi walking on stage with giant hair. It was amazing.
Yeah, so he walked in after like the dress rehearsal with all the kids, so it was in the middle afternoon. He walked into the coffee shop wearing his aviators, leather jacket, and hair. And I was like, am I okay with my boyfriend having bigger hair than me?
I was leaning into it. Anyways, let's move on to our food of choice.
Yeah, so today we're going to be doing our breakfast egg cups. Mm-hmm. Usually during quarantine, and even now, I guess, we're really quite busy, and we don't like mornings.
She works a job that was deemed critical. She works on the front lines with kids, and I work basically alone doing manufacturing stuff, so I was able to keep going into work.
So we still don't like mornings. And we like to meal prep our stuff because we tend to be rather busy. So on Sundays, we meal prep at least 2 out of our 3 meals that we have in a day. And that includes our breakfast egg cups. So super easy.
What you're gonna need is one of these guys here. It's a silicone muffin tin, not really tin, but it makes getting the eggs out extremely easy. You don't have to burn yourself. You don't have to scrape them out. They stay together brilliantly. 12 eggs right into the metal bowl here. You whisk them up. That easy. This is genius. Lydia portions out the 12 eggs after they've been whisked into the 12 cups with an ice cream scoop, because that is about 1 medium to large egg.
Yep. And not just eggs. We don't just put eggs. Today we're going to be doing mushrooms with them. And so we cut them up, we fried them, put some garlic in them, all the fun stuff. And yeah, so we'll just portion that out evenly between the cups. What's really fun about this is you can make these however you want. You can have just eggs with spices. You can add different vegetables. We've done tomatoes.
With oregano.
Yeah, that one was good. We've done peppers. That's red, orange, green, whatever. Broccoli was one that we've done. Mm-hmm. We've put cheese, either like cottage cheese, feta. I think we tried ricotta once, like anything. We've put bacon in them. I used to put ham in them, just like anything really that you have. But today we're keeping it rather simple. So I guess I'm just gonna portion these out, do my thing, and when we're done, we pop them in the oven at 350. And for about 30 to 35 minutes. And you can either broil them after or not for like a minute or 2, just to like crisp up the top. It's up to you. But yeah, we'll do our thing and we'll be back.
See you in a few minutes. Okay, while we were waiting for the eggs to finish baking, I thought I would sing you a song. I'm going to be singing Non t'amo più from Paolo Tosti. The song is of the Neapolitan tradition, and I adore this song. I've loved Neapolitan songs since before I'd even loved opera. My first exposure actually to Neapolitan song was probably from The Sopranos actually. There's a scene in the restaurant where Junior sings Cora Ingrato with a guitar. And without really knowing what classical music was, I loved that sound. And ever since I've tried to kind of keep the Neapolitan song at hand. Because I love the music, I love singing it, I love listening to it. So, without further ado, I will sing Non t'amo più. Hey, it rhymed. Ricordi ancora ieri che ci incontrammo, le tue promesse le ricordi ancora. Folle d'amore io ti seguì, ci amammo, e accanto a te sognai folle d'amor. Sognai felice di carezze e baci, una catena di leguate in ciel, ma le parole tue furro mendaci, perché l'anima tua fatta è di gel. Te ne ricordi ancor, te ne ricordi ancor, o la mia fede, il desiderio immenso, il mio sogno d'amor, non sei più tu. I tuoi baci non cerco, a te non penso, sogno un altro ial, non t'amo più, non t'amo più. All right, back to the kitchen.
Okay. We're back, and we have about 20 seconds left on broil. This is exciting. So we actually did 2 dozen. We didn't just do a single dozen. We got a second batch in there with some, was it bell pepper?
Bell
yeah,
pepper.
with bell pepper as well.
Yeah.
See how it turns out. Word of warning that when you pull these things out of the tin, steam comes up. It's hot, so people... Here we go! Here we go! Steam comes up, it's hot.
All right, so this, the mushroom variety.
Lovely and brown.
And then my pretty little
There we go.
peppers.
The red looks great.
They're really good. And they'll kind of collapse a little bit. Right now they're kind of poofy things, and then they'll collapse and look a little slightly more dreary, but still delicious and amazing.
They remain really good.
Yeah.
And they keep actually all week very well. Don't obviously go for weeks at a time, but by Friday after cooking on Sunday, they're still fine.
They're so good, yeah.
Keep them in the fridge.
Yep, I just put them all in a Tupperware and they just live in the fridge all week, and we take about 2 a day.
Yeah.
And they last us, so it's an easy peasy breakfast for us. Anyways,
Shush!
there we go. Have a great evening and enjoy the music.
Yeah.
All right, so next up we will be singing Feed the Birds from Mary Poppins. I'll be singing. He'll be playing the guitar.
By my bed
Thanks for tuning in to the kitchen concert with Edmonton Opera. This is Matthew Glenn, Lydia-Ann Levesque. I'm bad at this.
We look forward to seeing you guys all next season when we can gather safely again. And
Tune in next week
for another kitchen concert. Thanks. Bye.